Volume is low. Why? Festival is over. No, I think it's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Huh? Yes, okay. Which page? Page number 50. Ask number page. Shirupa Manjari Pada Sei Mora Sampada Sei Mora Bhaja Na Pujana Sei Mora मोरा संपदा मोरा प्राण धना से मोरा आभरणा से मोरा प्राण धना से मोरा जीवन जीवाना मोरा जीवन जीवाना मोरा से मोरा रसनिधि से मोरा वांछा सिद्धि से मोरा से मोरा वेदेरा धना से मोरा वेदेरा धना से मोरा वेदेरा धना व्रता से तपा से मोरा मंत्र जपा से व्रता से तपा से मोरा मंत्र जपा से व्रता से तपा से मोरा मंत्र जपा से व्रता से मोरा मंत्र जपा से व्रता से तपा से मोरा मंत्र जपा से व्रता से तपा से मोरा मंत्र जपा से मोरा धर्म करा से मोरा से मोरा अनुकूल हमे विधि से पदे हो इवे सिद्धि अनुकूल हमे विधि से पदे हो इवे सिद्धि निराखिब ए दुई नयाने निराखिब ए दुई नयाने निराखिब ए दुई नयाने निराखिब ए दुई সেই রূপা মাধুরী রাশি প্রাণ কুবা শশী রূপা মাধুরী রাশি প্রাণ কুবা শশী প্রফুল্লিতা হবে নিশিধি নে প্রফুল্লিতা হবে নিশিধি প্রফুল্লিতা হবে নিশিধি নে প্রফুল্লিতা হবে तुवार दर्शनाहि गरल जरल देहि तुवार दर्शनाहि गरल जरल देहि चिरादिना तपित जीवाना चिरादिना तपित जीवाना चिरादिना तपित जीवाना चिरादिना तपित जीवाना हाँ हाँ प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया हाँ हाँ प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया रूपा प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया रूपा प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया नरोत्तम लय नुशराना नरोत्तम लय नरोत्तम लय नुशराना हाँ हाँ प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया हाँ प्रभु करो दया देहो मोरे पद छाया नरोत्तम लय नुशराना श्रीरूप मंजरी पदा से मोर संपदा श्रीरूप मंजरी पदा से मोर संपद से मोर भजन पूजाना से मोर भजन पूजाना ओ जय रूपा गोस्वामी प्रभु रूपा गोस्वामी रूपा गोस्वामी प्रभु रूपा गोस्वामी रूपा गोस्वामी रूपा गोस्वामी रूपा गोस्वामी प्रभु रूपा गोस्वामी ओ प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे प्रभु हे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, everyone.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Nitai Gaur Premanande. You sing so good, you better than me. Very nice. Good singing. Thank you. Danke schön. चलो. ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्कितम्. जयतां सुतपङ्गुर् मम मन्दमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्पदाम्भुजौ श्रीराधा मदन्मोहन. भक्त्या विहीनायपराधलक्ष्ये क्षिप्तस्य कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि तं शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम राम राम. Celebrating Srila Rupa Goswami Past Dhirobhav Tithi. Also, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Dhirobhav Tithi. And also Radha Govind Ji, deities of Sudevi and Sachinandan, their birthday today. Radha Girdhari, their birthday. That means they got installed on this day. Yeah? How many years back? 1 year only. They're only 1 year child. But they look so Kishori. They are young, teenagers. But they're only 1 year old. Huh? That means they got installed a year back. And they both serving Radha Giridhari Ji with so much love and affection. Today is their birthday. As we have our birthdays. Similarly, deities also get their birthday. And I'm seeing so many families, they're celebrating, just like they celebrate their children's birthday, they also celebrate their deity's birthday. Yes? You all aware when your deity's birthday? When is that? Huh? Try to find the tithi, not the date. Keshavrat first day. Yes. Sudevi, you are? So you have to find out. It's so easy. Google tells everything. So celebrate according to tithi, for next year. For this year, we are celebrating today by Hari Katha and Kirtan and with Mansik Pushpanjali. Everyone shower Pushpanjali. Jai Radha Giridhari ki Jai. Okay, in that sequence of hearing the glorification of Rupa Goswami Pad, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, I'm just little off today. I want to hear from Nalini. She can please come here. Huh? Can you take this seat? That's enough, or you want two? You want two or one? It's okay.
Om Jnanatimirandhasya Girangina Shalakaya Chakshuru Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namayo Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shishimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayaniti Namine Vanchakalpatarubhischa Vipasindhubhevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I'd first like to offer my obeisances unto my Gurudev Nitya Lila Prabhu Pada Stotara Sat Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Shri Narayan Goswami Maharaj, onto Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Prabhupada, of whose disappearance celebration is today, onto Srila Bhaktivedanta Siddhanti Maharaj, and to the entire Guru Parampara and all devotees, Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis assembled here. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, so prominent in this special line, Gaudiya Vaishnava line, that if it wasn't for him, if it wasn't for Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, like we see everyone chanting here today, all over the world, in many countries, Harinam Sankirtan is still going on, and that is because of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So we know that whatever he has given is actually still continuing on everywhere, all over the world. So we feel indebted. He established a song, Krishna Hoite Chaturmukha, that we sing every morning, which defines the Guru Parampara. He also included acharyas from other lines as well, and mentioned that this is our Gauda line. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he wrote and compiled magazines in many languages, in Sanskrit, Oriya, Bengali, Assami, English. He was very, very intelligent, that when he went to school at such a young age, he was a little bit sort of rebellious towards his teachers, and he actually said, "Oh, are you teaching me, or shall I teach you?" So he already had this high intelligence right from before. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he gave birth to so many special Vaishnavas, and through them we have all received so much nectar. I can't name them all, but it's actually, the list is unlimited. Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Maharaj, so many Srila Bhakti Kumud Santa Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Jivan Janardana Goswami Maharaj, and they were all acharyas as well. So imagine how powerful Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was. If they were given so much power and so much force, imagine how powerful he was. And also our Param Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj as well, being one of them. And Srila Bhaman Maharaj as well, who took Harinam from Srila Bhakti Siddhanta. He was born on February the 6th, 1874, I believe. And he actually emphasized the importance of Harinam Sankirtan. He was very bold in his statements. I think this is from one of the lectures of Srila Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Maharaj, who's also one of his disciples. In Calcutta in 1936, he wrote very, very bold statements about what our purpose is in life. He said that we are peons of this Bhagavad Katha, peon meaning laborers. That's what we are, that's our duty. That our sole purpose in life is to worship Sri Hari, nothing else. That if you still want to be bound by these shackles of Maya, there is actually no other way. The only way is to, he said, wholeheartedly unite with allegiance to the incarnates, the form of Krishna and Guru. So allegiance means to commit to something. So that's what we are committed to as conditioned souls in this lifetime. And he said we should propitiate Krishna. Propitiate, meaning we have to please Krishna, so that is none other than performing Uttama Bhakti, this Bhakti. Anya Abhilashita Sunyam Jnana Karmari Anavritam Anakuyana Krishnanu Shilanam Bhakti Ruttama. So doing things, cultivating activities that are for the pleasure and benefit of Sri Krishna, devoid of all other kinds of yogas, jnana, karma, etc. So doing everything for his pleasure. This is what Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada defined, that actually there is no room in the heart for a bit of Maya and a bit of Bhakti. They both cannot sit in the heart. It's one or the other, but ultimately if you go towards Maya's side, then there is actually no way out for you. And he also mentioned that, try to tolerate Trinadapi Sunicana, try to tolerate all troubles that come to you, because in this world we all know troubles are there, and that's why we are conditioned. But our goal is also not to just eliminate all the problems that we have. That's not our goal, even though we want to. Because if there are no problems, then we will become comfortable here. But this is not our place. And even if there's any beatings or scoldings, he said, tolerate this and stay under the guidance of those that are under the guidance of Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. This is our goal, actually. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also again emphasizes Sri Harinam Sankirtan by giving a commentary on the first verse of Sri Shikshastakam. I explained a tiny bit yesterday, but I'll just elaborate a bit more. So the first verse, Cheto Darpana Marjanam, Shaya Kairava Chandrika Viktaranam Vidya Vadu Jivanam Anam Buddhi Vardhanam Prati Pradam Purnam Svadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. So he actually notes the last line, which is Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. He says that Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam, let that be supreme victory for chanting of the holy names. That this analogy is given. So in the process of bhakti, we have sadhan. We're performing sadhan, and there's bhav bhakti and prema bhakti. So in this process, we should examine ourselves. That are we having symptoms of performing this sadhana? Do we have greed? Do we have tushti, pushti, hunger, strength? Do we have these symptoms? Then if we don't, then it is not real sadhana. And he gives the analogy of lighting, just triggering a flame with a match. He said, we're trying to create this fire with this match, but there's nothing's happening. And this is exactly like us practicing bhakti, but is that light coming when we constantly try to match, try to light that match? Is that flame coming? And if it's not, we have to keep going, and we have to keep going until the flame comes. So this is how he's describing this Cheto Darpana Marjana. And the second line is Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. This is the forest fire of material existence. So Cheto Darpana Marjanam, we have to clean this mirror, which is full of dust, full of anarthas, full of unwanted things. So many things. But Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam. So when the mirror of the mind is purified, then the fire will be extinguished. So we will actually be able to progress further in our practice. So many anarthas are there. So this word Shubhada. Shubha actually means wealth, progeny, fame, good health in general. But in this particular verse, which is Shaya Kairava Chandrika, Shubha, that's what it's referring to, that real Shubha. What does real Shubha mean? Real Shubha means that having eagerness. So having eagerness to perform sadhana and to chant. So this Shaya Kairava Chandrika is referring to the white lotus in the meaning of this verse. The next part is Vidya Vadu Jivanam. So Vidya means knowledge, but this knowledge doesn't mean like mundane knowledge, material wealth. It is referring to spiritual knowledge, transcendental knowledge, Vidya Vadu Jivanam. And Vadu is actually referring to the consort of consort of Krishna, who is none other than Srimati Radhika, because she is the embodiment of Mahabhav. So she's infused in this verse. Anam Buddhi Vardhanam Pratipadam. So when we chant the Mahamantra with with this bhav that's manifested, then one will be able to submerge deeper into this ocean of bliss. And Purnam Mrita Svadanam means, Purnam Amritam means complete nectar. So from this bliss, we will get complete nectar, and we will perpetually be able to relish it. So, absorbing chanting in this way, our acharyas, like that of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Jaydev Goswami, they composed so many songs, poems, books, that they were able to envision this bhav. And they were able to write such literatures. So Sarvatma Snapanam. So eventually one will not come out of this ocean of bliss, and they will never have to face Maya again. So this is when this Swarup Siddhi is attained. So this explanation was given by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, again emphasizing the goal, performing Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. So Hemant Prabhu earlier spoke about how during the times of Bhaktisiddhanta it was very, very austere compared to now, and that there was a dark period. That even, it reminded me of one point that even during Mangalarti they wouldn't wear chadars or socks. They were more renounced back then. And obviously it was a different time, but even in the cold they would not wear chadar. Like, I cannot imagine doing that now. So if it wasn't for Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, this movement would be dissolved, because they came to actually re-establish Mahaprabhu's teachings when there were so many doctrines present at that time, that even some of the disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta were not allowed in some of the temples in Navadvip and Vrindavan Dham. So Gurudev says that it would make, he writes in this Prabandhavali book, which is, there is actually a lecture there on the disappearance of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta, that it would make Gurudev really happy, it would make Prabhupada really happy, and Gurudev really happy, if whatever we hear, whatever katha we pick up, we can absorb this and spread it everywhere, to spread the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And when we should take Harinam and chant and encourage others to chant as well. So Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, he actually never approached the wealthy people, but if he did, he would only take like one paisa from him. So he would go on the trains with a little box, like a money box with a hole in it, and he would go and he would converse with people of all classes. And in this way, the preaching spread all over the world. So, just to end there, this world remains indebted to Srila Saraswati Thakur, I just want to say that this line is very, very special, that we're all very fortunate to be in this line. It is like that of a Rolex watch in the ocean. How rare is it that one is able to catch this? It's like a needle in a haystack, you know.
Rolex watch?
A Rolex, yeah, Rolex watch. Yeah, that if someone throws this into the water, then what are the chances? So I think that
It is waterproof Rolex.
Yeah, so yeah, I just want to say that we're all very fortunate. I think I'll just end there, Maharaj. That's all really. But thank you very much. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Really.
राम कौन है? राधा कृष्ण राम प्रभुपाद जी की जय।
ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाखया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदानि कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। नमो भक्तिविनोदनाय नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वतीति नामिने श्रीवर्षभानवि देवी दयिताय कृपाधये कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान दायिने प्रभवे नमः। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So first of all, I would like to offer my most humble reverent pranam to my beloved Shri Gurudev Vikrila Pravishto Vishnupada Stotsi Shri Bhaktivedanta Shri Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Secondly, I offer my most humble obeisances to our Rupa Guru Varga. And thirdly, I offer my most humble obeisances to all of the assembled devotees, guests in this assembly, headed by Pujapad Bhaktivedanta Siddhanta. So we are now today celebrating together this glorious festival, this Tirubhav Tithi of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And as you have heard beautifully from so many devotees and from Maharaji himself, that the glories of such an elevated Mahajan, such elevated personality are endless. The way Maharaji was telling the pastimes, he could go on for hours and hours, and still we would crave for it more and more, but due to the time, Maharaji had to stop. So I won't take too much of your time, because I want that Maharaj continues where he left off in the afternoon.
You can take time, no worries. We have enough time.
So, on this day, Srila Gurudev would always glorify Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, because if you mention the name Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, you automatically also mention the name Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami. These two were synonymous together, always together. The pastime in Nodvip, where the Smarta Brahmins and all the Gundas tried to attack Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta, on that pastime, Param Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj, he showed what is really to serve your Gurudev. So many devotees were there and they left the scene, but Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj, he gave everything. His whole, the title of this lecture is, he kept his life in his hands. Srila Gurudev would always say that my Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav, he would give his whole life and everything in the service of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And what made Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur so intense, like Maharaji told, was his bold preaching. He would say how it is. He would not go left or right. He would just state how it is, because in preaching, truth has to be told. And Srila Prabhupada was always direct, because he knew that the teachings of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the teachings of our acharyas, had to be established firmly into an organization, and then he can build on that. So when he established the Chaitanya Mutt, he was very firmly establishing all the principles, very boldly preaching to establish this basic mentality, how to preach. And Srila Gurudev would always tell a story about Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, that one day he sent some devotees for a new temple somewhere in India. And a group of devotees, they went to the temple, to the new place. They manifested a beautiful temple there, and it was time to inaugurate this temple. And Srila Prabhupada came there with all of his devotees, servants. And Srila Prabhupada, as he entered, he noticed all the group of devotees who were together, who established this temple, but he saw that one devotee is missing. So he asked, where is that brahmachari? Then he said, yeah, Gurudev, he did some bad association and we sent him away. Srila Prabhupada, showing here his high morals, he said, I will not inaugurate this temple, I will leave this place immediately. And he walked out. Everybody was in disbelief and shock. So he said, until you not find that brahmachari, I will not come here. So all the devotees, all the servants were in a hurry trying to find this brahmachari. So they searched for him and finally they found him in a watch shop. When you told the Rolex story, this is the bit here. In a watch shop, because this brahmachari, his occupation was a watchman. And he was in the shop repairing a watch, and so he was busy with his watch work. And then when he saw his godbrothers in the entrance of the door, he cried. He said, he heard the message from his godbrothers that, oh my brother, please come back. Srila Prabhupada has sent for you. He said, if you don't come back, you will not inaugurate the temple. So this disciple, he was so much crying that although he did a mistake, Srila Prabhupada mercifully still remembered him. And this brahmachari went back, asked for forgiveness, and everything was fine. And Srila Prabhupada, he then continued to inaugurate the temple. Then he said, who are you to send someone away? Don't you know how much blood, sweat and tears it takes to attract someone on this path of bhakti? And who are you to send someone away? This is not your path. This is a part of every jiva, connecting the soul to the super soul. So here Prabhupada is telling to all of us, not in that time, but also in the future generations, that whenever new devotees are coming to the temple, the message here is, try to be in a harmonized way with all, as it takes so much effort, so much blood, sweat, tears to attract new jivas. In Holland also we see with the Bhagavad Gita seminar, so many new devotees come on this path, and it's easier to attract them than to keep them, generally speaking. So Prabhupada is also establishing here that no matter who we are together with on this path, we are all jivas, and we all are here to go, in the long run, to go to Sri Golok Vrindavan. So we do not have the right to send someone away. We should try to cooperate, help and motivate each other. Of course, sometimes correction is there. Maharaji is saying, correction is not to punish someone, but it is because you care about someone. So the message here is, it takes so much effort to bring someone, but it takes more effort to keep someone on the spot of bhakti. One more topic, then I'll stop. So, there was this disciple of Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. It has also been published in the papers. Srila Gurudev mentioned this story also, Pujapad, Sri Dharmaraj also, that the headline was, Galti se Yamlok le gaya. By mistake, they took him to Yamlok. So what happened, this disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he somehow or another, he didn't do his japa, his mantras, he was doing other things. And he then also did not do Kantimala, no tilak, he just left these things. And at the end of his life, the Yamudutas, the followers of Yamaraj, they took him and they brought him in Yampuri, and he was very frightened. He was very afraid. He was thinking, oh, what's going to happen to me? He was standing here, and he was describing this. They put it in the newspaper, that when I stood there in a very big hall, a very big, long figure was sitting on the throne with a very grave voice. And then when he stood there, Yamaraj was saying to the Yamaloks, hey, who did you bring here? Don't you know who he is? And the Yamaloks, Yamdus are saying, no, we don't know. Yamaraj, who was Mahajan himself, he is Bhakt, he knows. He said, he is the disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Put him back. Bring him back. You have made a big mistake. So then what Yamaraj did, because he didn't know what to do at that time, so he closed his eyes and he meditated on Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada appeared there in Yampuri, and without a second delay, Srila Prabhupada was firing at his disciple. He said, what are you doing? I gave you japa, you're not chanting. I gave you this, you're not doing this. What kind of disciple are you? You should go back and again take initiation. However, in the meantime, this devotee, this disciple, because the Yamadutas took him away, for us in this world, he died. So the family had put his body on the wood already. So they were about to light the fire, and then he got up. Said, oh, where is my japa? Where is my japa? Everybody got shocked. Right? He became alive again. So then, I think it was, he went to Kolkata. He went to Kolkata Mutt, and there he met another great personality, Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhava Goswami Maharaj. And he was about to express this experience, this situation, but then Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhava Maharaj said, I know already what has transpired. So then again, he gave on the order of Srila Prabhupada, this devotee again, initiation. So yes, these pastimes are very good reminders for us that time is very precious and we cannot afford to waste any single day, single second actually, because Kamala Dala Jala Jivan Talamala Bhajo Haripada Nitire, this life is so flickering. Yeah, this life is like a drop of water hanging on a leaf, but you never know when the drop of water will fall. This life is very unpredictable. So in this way, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada has established, like Maharaj was saying, the preaching centers, 64 preaching centers, but also the temples, also the 100, 200 Namahats. But what he did also, that by his disciples, he would say, we are my gurus, all the great personalities, they preached all over the world. He had one hand who was in India, Srila Bhakti Pragyana Keshav Goswami Maharaj, and he had one hand outside of India, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. And all these great personalities, they continued to spread the mission of Srimad Mahaprabhu, Sri Rupa Goswami, Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur, going further to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati and further to his disciples, and again, grand disciples, to our beloved Srila Gurudev, and now here to Maharaji. So, on this day, on these glorious days when one of our acharyas appears or disappears, we are here taking the time to see what are his teachings, his contributions, so that we never forget why we are here for. That we never get complacent, that we always be sharp, and that we get this wake-up call, that time is very precious. Don't forget, like Srila Gurudev would always say, don't be weak, always chant your mantras, always remember your Diksha mantras. Don't be weak, I am not so far. I am closer to you than the air you breathe. And in the same way, like Srila Bhakti Priyan Keshav Maharaji gave his life for the seva of his Gurudev, we all should take an example of our ideal Guru Varga, and if we do that with a steady conviction, then surely we will get to our supreme destination. One day for sure. Thank you for your time. Let's have a
Priya will speak. 5 minutes. Call Shashikala, where is? Where is Shashikala? She's coming. Meanwhile, you speak. Come, 10 minutes. Come. Sridevi, best also. Same time. Radha? Shashikala hai? No? Come.
Maybe in a room.
यद्यपि हमारा गुरु चैतन्य दास तथापि जानिए
ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त सरस्वती इति नामिने। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री सदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. First of all, I offer my humble obeisances unto the lotus feet of my beloved Diksha Gurudev, Vishnupada Stotra Shat Shri Bhaktivedanta Band Maharaj, and unto the lotus feet of my beloved Siksha Gurudev, who is mercifully present here today, Vishnupada Stotra Shat Shri Bhaktivedanta Siddhanta Maharaj, to my Param Gurudev, Nitya Krishna Vishnupada Stotra Shat Shri Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj, and to Nitya Krishna Vishnupada Stotra Shat Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, whose disappearance day is today, to all our gurus in our Guru Varga line, to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavas assembled here. So, a lot has been spoken already. Actually, I don't know much more than that. But I just would like to repeat something what I heard. So one of the pranamantras of Jagadguru Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Dayitaya Kripabdhaye Krishna Sambandha Vigyana Dayane Prabhave Namaha. And if we take a look at this verse and break down what is said, the first thing which is said about Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is that he is Shri Varshabhanavi Dayita Das. He is the servant of Shri Varshabhanavi Dayita. Who is Varshabhanavi Dayita? That is no one other than Srimati Radharani. So in this pranamatra it is said that Shri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he is the servant of Srimati Radharani in his eternal form Shri Nainamani Manjari. And if you just see the situation and think about it, that he is a Manjari. You know, those Manjaris, they even stand at the door of the Kunja, and when Krishna wants to enter with Radharani is in man, they stop him and Krishna falls at the feet of the Manjaris and is begging, please let me in. Such a personality comes from the highest part of the creation, Sri Golok Vrindavan, to this earth. And not even a long time ago, comes to this earth and performs his transcendental activities and seva here. That is something very special, and we should not take it for granted. We should not take our Gaudiya Guru Parampara for granted, because actually this is something very high. So his name is Nainamani Manjari, which means that Srimati Radharani's eyes, the pupil of that is, if that has a manifestation, that is Shri Nainamani Manjari. Next it is said, Kripabdhaye, that Shri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he is an ocean of mercy. And in this regard, I would like to illustrate this with an example. A story Maharaj always tells about this disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, whose name is Shri Krishna Keshav Brahmachari was the personal cook of Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. He used to be so expert at cooking that even for 60 people, he could make khichdi in like 25 minutes. He was so expert in cooking. By himself, he could do that. So he spent all his time in the mud in the kitchen. Once after Srila Prabhupada departed from the manifest pastimes, he was at a conference with Shri Srimad Bhakti Dait Madhu Goswami Maharaj. And Shri Bhakti Dait Madhu Goswami Maharaj, he told Krishna Keshav Brahmachari, "Oh Prabhuji, please speak something." But Shri Krishna Keshav Brahmachari went like, "What? I should speak something? But I don't know any shloka." And in his mind he was thinking, Shri Prabhupada, he cheated me. Because all the time I was in the mud, but I don't even know one single shloka. I only know how to cook. So he was feeling very sad. But that day, on the order of his godbrother, he started speaking. And so many shlokas flowed from his mouth. For like 2 hours he was been speaking. And when he concluded, he realized that, no, how could I even think that Srila Prabhupada cheated me? Of course not. He has bestowed his mercy upon me because I was serving him in this way. So that's one of the examples how merciful Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is. So that's, I will conclude here. I don't know really what more to say.
Who wants to speak? Who else? Any volunteer want to speak? Reshwari? You speak? Acha. Where is Sachi? Sachi Devi? Come.
Om Jnanatinandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitamina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namah Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shishla Bhaktivedanta Naraniti Namine Vandeham Shri Guruvaram Shri Rupanuga Pravaram Rajara Sarasikamicha Naranam Tam Prapanam Shri Guru Charanam Vande Ramana Prishta Bhutale Rupanuga Bhaktivedanta Kripamurtim Naranam Namah Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishta Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Tinamine Shiva Shabhanavi Devi Daita Kripataye Krishna Sambandha Vikyana Daine Prabhave Namah Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. I'm bowing down to the lotus feet of my spiritual master Nitya Pravishto Vishnupada Stotra Shatash Shiva Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, to all his servants, associates, Srila Bhaktivedanta Vamana Trikram Goswami Maharaj, to Srila Param Gurudev, and today especially to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada and his dear associates and servants, to all Vaishnavas present here, and the Bachelor Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Maharaj.
Bhaktisiddhanta.
So we heard from Siddhanti Maharaj. We heard last days about the pastime of Mahaprabhu. And after Mahaprabhu, we also heard it was a dark period in Bhakti. And there were some Vaishnavas living, but they were doing secluded bhajan. Like Srila Gaurkishore Babaji Maharaj, if he would live now, nobody would understand his position. And even in those times, very hard to to understand who was he. So he was doing proper bhajan and sadhana, seva to Mahaprabhu. And most of the so-called followers of Mahaprabhu, they were doing many mischievous things, there was much more misunderstanding and misconceptions. So after a long period, after Mahaprabhu and 6 Goswamis, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur appeared, and he started quite revolutionary preaching and service to Mahaprabhu. He was so determined that he could even give up his life. We know this story about this one yogi, which was threatening him if he doesn't release him from jail, then he will end the life of whole family of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. His name was, I forgot his name. He was one famous yogi who posed as a Vishnu in Orissa, as Krishna or Vishnu, and he wanted to do rasa dance with all the wives of others. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur wanted to remove all these misconceptions and wrongdoers, and he was ready to give up his life even for it. He was not afraid. But he was still alone. It was so massive. He had to do so many things to reform, and he said to Lord Jagannath, I need help. I need one ray of Vishnu. I need one of your associates. I don't need a whole sun, but only one ray would be enough. So he prayed to Lord Jagannath, and he sent his energy, his Shakti, and it was called Bimala Prasad. So Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, he also established a proper Siddhanta, because without proper Siddhanta, Bhaktisiddhanta, there will be no Bhakti Vinod, no happiness in Bhakti. Vinod means happiness and Siddhanta means proper understanding. So he helped Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur a lot. We heard he had a little bit different nature. He was more stronger, like lion preaching, and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was more softer. But the mood was same, little bit different nature. And he did a lot of, he was never a yes man. He was saying without, always to saying yes, yes, and pleasing others. They will never change anyone's heart. He was a strong preacher. Even sometimes I heard he approached people on the street who were Mayavadis, and he Mahaprabhu jumped in their way, shake them and said, are you saying that a Lord is Nirvishesha Brahman? Is it true? How can you dare? He challenged them on the road. So he was never afraid. He started very small, but even before he started, he was doing, we heard Deep Bhajan. And from that he started like Vamanadev. Srila Bhakti Rakshashidhar Maharaj wrote down a poem where he describes when he compares Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada to Vamanadev. He took over not Bali Maharaj but Kali Maharaj. And with his first step, he crossed over to atheism. He conquered atheism. With the second step, he through the impersonal understanding from the true theism, and with the third step, he established Raganuga Bhakti over Vaidhi Bhakti. These were his 3 steps. And about his specific compassionate nature, I heard one nice story I want to share on the end. He had many pure devotees, disciples, and one specific disciple, I don't know his name, but in his temple he was asked by Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, there is one devotee in the temple who is causing so much disturbance, I don't want him to be here, he's just too much for everyone. So please throw him out, he said once to one devotee. So the next days, this devotee was still around who was misbehaving, but the devotee who was asked to throw this disciple out, he was not there anywhere to be found. So he asked, oh, where is this devotee? Maybe he misunderstood. I meant not him to go, because he's nowhere to find, maybe he went, but I wanted to this other devotee to go. Oh, Gurudev, somebody said, he's sitting there on the other side of the road and begging. Oh, then Prabhupada went there and asked him, how is it? I told you to bring this devotee out of the mud, and you are sitting here? Did you didn't understand? And he said, oh, Guru Maharaj, I know your nature. Today you are saying, throw this devotee out, and tomorrow your heart will be melting, and you will tell me, oh, bring him back. So I know your heart. I know that you will say, after many lifetimes, this fortunate soul came to the temple, and we have to tolerate, we have to help him. So I was not able to throw him out. That's okay, but why others went out of the temple? Because I disobeyed you, Guru Maharaj. I could not follow your order, therefore I'm not qualified to stay in the temple. This was a very nice story I heard. I wanted to share with you. Such a compassionate disciples Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada had. There are many stories, and I think we will hear more stories from Guru Maharaj. Thank you for listening. Hare Krishna.
क्या बोले अभी बोले ठीक कोई कह रहा हाँ तो बोलते There was a king who invited all scholars in his palace for few days speaking on topics. So Srila Prabhupada also there. Everyone was given accommodation in the palace, and the servants of the king were engaged to look after all pandits, all scholars. So when they all saw in the assembly hall Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, all of them, they came to the king and complained to him. Why you invited him? King said, what's wrong? No, it's not proper. If you want him to speak, then we all leave. King said, don't do like this. It's a bad name, bad reputation for me. Then they said, okay, then don't give him a chance to speak. Because everyone is scared of Prabhupada. They knew very well if Prabhupada is going to start speaking, then they're all going to be sweating and बोलते सबका दुकान बंद हो जाएगा. All their business will get flopped. They are at the palace for some other motives, to get some name and fame, to get disciples and all that. So, first day, assembly happened. Srila Prabhupada was sitting there, and everyone was just speaking nonsense. It means Apsiddhanta, which is not proper in the line in the philosophy according to Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhupada kept quiet. He was not given a chance. Everyone was given chance 40 minutes, 45 minutes to speak. Very patiently Prabhupada was waiting. Maybe tomorrow I'll get a chance. Then the servant of the king, who is supposed to give prasadam to everyone, he brought the plate in the room of Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada just took one tulsi leaf to honor that prasad, and he said, Bas, I don't want to eat more. Again, second day, the assembly happened. Someone is speaking about karma, someone is speaking about jnana, someone is speaking about siddhis. The goal, different goals of life. Dharma, artha, kama and moksha. And according to Bhagavatam, this is all deceitful propensity. Second verse of Bhagavatam says, Dharma projit kaitam atra parmo nirma saranam satam vedyam vastam atra vastu shivanam tap trayan mudanam Shrimad Bhagavat Mahamane Krite Kimva Paririshvara Sadhya Hridya Vruddhati Kritime Shushivya Tatshana. Shrimad Bhagavatam rejects all other goals of life, dharma, earth, kam and moksha. Bhagavatam only describes what? Pancham Purushartha. That means Krishna Prem is the ultimate goal of human life. All other goals are secondary and cheating. But only one goal is to attain Krishna Prem. So all them were speaking and Prabhupada was patiently. Second day again, the servant brought prasadam for Prabhupada. He took one tulsi leaf and that's it. Third day, fourth day, Prabhupada was not eating at all. Then the servant, he came to king and said, something I want to say. Please don't mind, I'm your servant, you are my master. But something injustice is there. Please don't take my offense, but some injustice is happening. King said, what's wrong? He said, I'm serving prasadam in everyone's room. When I go there, I see they are playing cards, they are joking, they are laughing, wasting all their time. But only one personality, one person, whenever I go in his room, I see he was always chanting. And you are not giving him chance to speak. One who is doing bhajan and chanting, you are not giving him chance. And those who are so-called scholars, you are giving them chance to speak. This is injustice. King said, but I don't know what to do. The servant said, he is not eating for 4 days. He has not eaten anything. And when I asked him, Prabhu, why are you not eating? He said, I'm here to give something, not to take anything from the king. I'm not here for any other motives. My only purpose coming here to give. What to give? The proper Siddhanta. The Gaudiya Siddhanta, the Bhagavad Dharma. And I'm not getting this chance. So if I'm not getting any chance to serve, how can I accept anything from them? First I want to give something, then I can receive, otherwise I can't. So please, give him a chance. King was in dilemma what to do. And then finally, next day, he called upon Prabhupada. Now he is going to speak 5 minutes. Prabhupada was given only 5 minutes to speak. That itself is offense or unpolite. Everyone is getting free time, 45 minutes, 1 hour they are speaking. And the king said 5 minutes only. Srila Prabhupada said, Brahman Brahmite Kaun Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Paye Bhakti Lata Beach. After wandering in this universe for so many lifetimes, sometimes in the species of animals, birds, insect, one get a rare opportunity to become human being. And with that rare opportunity, the human birth, one gets Bhakti Lata Beach, the seed of the creeper of Bhakti in the heart by a bona fide spiritual master. Because Prabhupada said this much, and they all said, enough, your time is over. Not even 5 minutes. And Srila Prabhupada, he packed his bag and he wants to leave palace. The servant of the king, he came tears in his eyes and catch hold the feet of Srila Prabhupada. He said, I'm so sorry. Prabhupada said, nothing to say sorry about. It's not your mistake. But that's my principle. If I'm not getting anything to give, if I'm not getting opportunity to give, I can't take anything from you. So because I know I will not get this opportunity again, so what is my purpose of staying here? And Prabhupada left that place. He left that place. And when king heard this, he also became very sad and nervous. This is my mistake. But all these other scholars, they are threatening me. What can I do? I'm in the middle of this situation. But he from far distance paid obeisances to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada of his not natural, supernatural qualities. And Srila Prabhupada used to say, I've never taken anything from this world. I always gave everything to this world. So how we can reconcile this? He opened 64 centers. So without accepting anything from anyone, how he can build 64 centers? So it looks like people donated money to him, and that's why he constructed centers, he made centers. And that means he would have asked people for that. So isn't it same like he also accepting things from people? Prabhupada said no. And never ever taken anything from this world. I have only given. And in one of his lectures he clarified this. I have given them opportunity of service to Krishna. I have not taken anything from them. That's the vichar, thoughts of Prabhupada. I have given them opportunity to serve. That is not called taking anything from them. Because those temples are not mine. They are Krishna temples. It's not, that place is not for me to enjoy. That place is for the worship of Krishna, and whoever is supporting, they'll get benefited. So I've given them, I've not taken anything from them. This is a vichardhara, the vichars of Srila Prabhupada, very deep. Just like we heard this morning, the vow of silence means all the time speaking about Krishna, which is so difficult. Keeping quiet can be manageable. It's easy. But always with a promise that I'm only going to speak about Krishna is so difficult. And Srila Prabhupada did this for 10 years. Always chanting. Maun Vrata. His ideas were also very perfect. He used to send his devotees to go and get loan for the temples, for the construction of the temples. Looks like, oh, this is inappropriate to get loan from people. But Srila Prabhupada said, yes, go and take loan from them. Why? So many purposes accomplished with this. First of all, if you're taking loan from someone, that means you have to maintain your bhajan, your profile, very nice, very correct. Then people are going to give you loan. Right? And then you always be worried to repay that loan. And when you worry to repay that loan, that means you're going to do more preaching. You know? You can't be sitting idle because there is a debt on your head. You have to repay that debt. And for that, you just can't go, sannyasi can't go out and do some business or job. That means you have to go around more and preach. So more preaching will be accomplished. More devotees will be coming. Temple will going to get constructed. The person who is extending loan also getting benefited. And to repay that debt, that particular sannyasi or brahmachari or grastha, whoever it is, has to maintain his good profile. And for that he has to read scriptures to preach more. So with one mission, he included so many people involved in the service of Krishna. This is Prabhupada's ideology. There are many people who can't digest this because they don't understand Prabhupada's moves. They never ever read this or heard this because they never associated with any high authorities. They just dwell in their mind. Dwell in the mind means, like a crazy person. He keeps on speaking, blah, 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 blah. You don't know what he's saying, but he's crazy. That's right. One who just keep on saying without any authority, without any evidence. That's all, according to Bhagavatam, cheating propensity, nonsense. Srila Prabhupada did introduce this. Go and ask loans to accomplish so many purposes. That's how he used to engaging everyone in the service. Because of his strong character, strong preaching, there were many who got against him. It's like the whole world was against him. Because he was speaking the proper Siddhanta, means complete Srimad Bhagavatam, with evidence. Aho bhat shabaj atogriyan ya jivagre vardate nam tubhyam. Bhagavad 3rd Canto, Kapil Bhagavad. Anyone who started chanting the names of the Lord, jivagre nam tubhyam, the tip of one's tongue, engaging that tongue in the service of the Lord by uttering the name, chanting the names of the Lord. Even though he is a dog eater, Chandal. Aho but shapach atagriha. Shapach means dog eater. Even if a dog eater takes shelter of holy name and start chanting holy name, all his sins and offenses immediately get destroyed. Immediately. And on the basis of this verse from Bhagavatam, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, when he was preaching here in America, there were many people, when he came back to India, there were many people started mocking on him. That, oh, you brought these Westerners, white people. They are meat eaters, they are dog eaters. And you making them devotees, you then giving them genuine Brahmin thread. You giving them putting them on the stage of a Brahmin. In this way they used to ask those questions. Srila Prabhupada used to give this answer from Bhagavatam is the evidence. Praman Amalam, the best evidence. Where Kapil Bhagwan is saying, oh, but Shapacha Takriyan, Ya Jivagare Vardate Namtu. Even a dog eater, he can immediately become on the stage of a Brahmin if he starts chanting the names of the Lord. But even if a Brahmin, born in a Brahmin family, is not into bhajan, and not into devotional practice, and not even pure, is not Brahmin by birth. He's only Brahmin by birth, he's not a Brahmin. That's why one important fact Srila Prabhupada introduced is Devi Varnashram Dharma. Not Varnashram Dharma. Devi Varnashram Dharma. That means son of advocate doesn't mean is also become advocate. The son of doctor is not sure that he is also doctor. Similarly, the son of Brahmin can't be Brahmin unless he has the qualities of Brahmin. Who is Brahmin? One who is absorbed in Brahm is called Brahmin. Absorbed in Brahm means one who is absorbed in serving the Lord. That person is called Brahmin, not just by birth. A person born in Brahmin family and is smoking, drinking, eating eggs and meat. Oh, but I am Brahmin. What kind of Brahmin you are? You are stupid. Srila Prabhupada was hammering on all these people with his powerful speech and giving evidences from Shastras. That's why all these people, they were losing their jobs. Dukane band ho gayi. They're not getting any adoration, they're not getting any money, nothing. People start rejecting them, hearing this discourse of Srila Prabhupada. So they became against. And then Jati Gosai. Jati Gosai means like the Kul Guru Parampara. We have Kul Guru. Even though we have no relationship with him, we have not even seen him, but he was Guru of my father, he was Guru of my grandfather. I have not seen him, or maybe I have seen him when I was child, but he is our Guru because he is Kul Guru. And that Guru, when he is leaving his body, he is appointing his son as his Guru. Even though son is good or bad, doesn't matter. Gaddi system. India mein hota hai na? Gaddi de di. That Gaddi means that throne will remain for the same family lineage. That's all. Prabhupada was against this. That's not proper. That's not proper. It's called Devi Varnashram Dharma. And that's what Krishna said in Gita. Sarva dharman parityajye mamekam sharanam vraja. है ना? क्या मतलब?
If you renounce all dharma and come into my, surrender yourself to myself and then leave everything.
Renounce all dharma. Which dharma?
Like what you said, which is all our prescribed duties according to dharma. Like if somebody is Brahmana, his son will be Brahmana. So if we'll be running around this circle of dharma or karma, then we will be always confused. So better is to renounce all dharma and karma. Just surrender yourself to Krishna and just try to get love of Krishna.
Good. Giving up dharma means giving up varna and ashram dharma. Varna matlab Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Ashram means brahmachari, grahast, vanprastha, sannyasi. So giving up varnashram dharma but establishing Devi Varnashram dharma. Even a Kshatriya can be Brahman. Even a Vaishya can be Brahman if he has qualities of Brahman. Like there's a story, Satyakam. There's a boy, before his name was Jwala. He approached one Gurudev because one Gurudev was teaching his disciples, students. He said, Gurudev, I also want to learn. The Guru said, first go and ask your mother which caste you belong to. Then I will give you education accordingly. If you're Brahmin, then I'll give you education according to Brahmin qualities. If you're Kshatriya or Vaishya, whatever. He said, Gurudev, I don't know which caste I belong to. I'm going to ask my mother. So he came to his mother. He said, Mother, which caste I belong to? Because Gurudev said, I'm going to give you lessons accordingly. Then mother said, Oh son, I'm so sorry, I don't know which caste I belong to. When I was young, I served so many men in my life. So I don't know which caste you belong to. He said, okay. He came back to his Guru. He said, my mom said, she don't know which caste we belong to because she She served so many men in her life when she was young. And I was born like that. Then his guru smiled. He said, "You are Brahmin. One who can tell truth. Very straight truth. That's the only quality of a Brahmin. Who can speak these words? Can anyone? So boldly about one's mother? But you said this straight. You're Brahmin by qualities. So by qualities. This is called Devi Varnashram Dharma. That's why those people who were on the seats, on their asanas as gurus, following the same system of lineage. Oh, my son will be the next guru, his son going to the next guru, his son going to the next guru. No matter if he's dacoit or thief or bad character or whatever. But this is seed system, lineage system. Prabhupada was against this. And that's why all those leaders, they became against Srila Prabhupada and they want to kill him. They wanted to kill him. And it happened so in Navdeep Parikrama, around Gaur Purnima time. When Srila Prabhupada was doing Navdeep Parikrama, then all these people, they came with bricks and bottles. And when Prabhupada was giving speech, they started throwing on him. Wanted to kill him. Then one of the disciples of Prabhupada, Param Gurudev, you can see his picture, who is Sannyas Guru of ISKCON Founder-Acharya Srila Prabhupada. He is Sannyas Guru, Shri Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. He came forward with a sannyas danda and he took his Guru Maharaj Srila Prabhupada in the room and locked the room, and he came out strongly to fight with all these people. And he chased them away. He was a strong personality like Jamindar, Kshatri, from very wealthy landlord family. He is Sannyas Guru of Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada, the founder-acharya of ISKCON. सुना ये बात? जानते हैं? जानते हैं? नहीं सुना? ISKCON में प्रभुपाद जी, उन्होंने संन्यास किनसे लिया था? उन्होंने संन्यास इनसे लिया था. इनका नाम श्री भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोस्वामी महाराज. ये भक्ति सिद्धांत प्रभुपाद जी के बोलते हैं बिगनिंग में जब उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया था मिशन, तब उनके साथ जुड़े. So he sannyas guru of Srila Prabhupada. So he came forward and chased all them away because he was a very strong personality. And then he filed a court case in Calcutta against those people. Court case. When Srila Prabhupada heard this, the court case has been filed. He called upon his disciple, Param Gurudev, Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. And he said, "What I am hearing? You filed a court case." He said, "Yes, Prabhupada, they want to kill you. That's why." Srila Prabhupada said, "Immediately take that back. I don't want any court case against them." But Prabhupada, they wanted to kill you. Prabhupada said, "They attacked on my body. That's why I'm forgiving them. I'm not taking their offense. They attacked my body. But if they attack my philosophy, if they attack my Siddhanta, then I will not tolerate. They attacked on my body, I'm tolerant. I'm not taking their offense. Release them. No court case. But if they attack on my philosophy, then I'm not going to spare them. I will write article and I will speak boldly. What they are doing is totally wrong." An order of Srila Prabhupada showing this compassion on those, even on those who are against him. This is compassion of Prabhupada. Devotees are always very compassionate, very soft heart, easily forgiving. Prabhupada forgiving them. Court case was taken back. And you know what happened? Next day, in the newspaper, headlines. It came in the headlines, "Nityanand is still present on the earth." in glorification of Srila Prabhupada. Shri Nityananda is still present. What does that mean? Nitya Prabhu got what? Nitya got hit by clay pot on his forehead and the blood came from his forehead. By Jagai Madai. But Nitya Prabhu didn't took their offense. Nitya Prabhu forgave them. And instead he gave bhakti, prema to Jagai Madai. Nitya Prabhu saying, Mere si kalsi mata tai bole ki prem debona ki. They hit on my forehead. Just because of this reason, I will not give them prema. Just because of this reason, they hit me on my forehead. This is nothing. I am here to give prema to everyone. This most generous. No one can be Nityananda. Even Mahaprabhu cannot be Nityananda. Sorry to say. But Nityananda Prabhu is only Nityananda. And this title was given to Srila Prabhupada on the headlines of newspaper, bold letters. Nityananda is still present. Because even people try to attack him and kill him. But he don't want them to get punished in his form. That's the nature of Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. From every prospect, from the intellectual prospect, from the compassion prospect, from his divine personality prospect, from his renunciation, vairagya, and from his beauty. One of his prominent disciples, Bhakti Kumushan Goswami Maharaj. None of you have seen him. Anyone saw him? No. He used to come to my Guru Maharaj, Shri Bhakti Kumushan Goswami Maharaj. Once upon a time, he was being asked, we heard Prabhupada was very beautiful, very handsome. Can you describe his beauty? In a very laughing, joking way, he said, how can I describe the beauty of Prabhupada? If you keep 10,000 beautiful women, 10,000, and you keep Prabhupada in the middle of that, the eyes will just go to him. He was that handsome and beautiful. Just an external beauty. Very jokingly he was saying this. So from every perspective, his service to the mission of Mahaprabhu, establishing the Rupanuga Dhara and all that. So what we are hearing since morning is just divine pastimes, like opulence pastime of Prabhupada. But this is not only the glorification of Prabhupada, not just the opulent part, but there is another part. The part, Madhurya means sweet part. And that is, as you said, Vrishabhanavi Daita Das. Very close maid servant of Radha Rani, who is always busy and engaged in the service of Radha Rani. Very near and dear to Radha Rani. Very near and dear to Rupa Manjari. And under the guidance of Rupa Manjari, she is serving Radha Rani because she is Nayanamani Manjari. Very dear. Like eyes are very dear to us, right? The moment if our finger is coming to eyes, and eyes just get close. So Srila Prabhupada is so dear to Radha Rani. And therefore he is always speaking and chanting the names of Radha Rani. Vishwabhanu Daita Das, that is his signature. Gaur Premanande, Srila Prabhupada ki. Shashikala bolegi? Come. 10 minutes. Yes, thank you. See, the order came from the deities. Radha Vinod Vihari said to Sachi Makita, Jaldi aap, come snap. Come snap. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Snarl, Hare Krishna, not snail. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Please forgive me. She's even senior than me, so I'm asking forgiveness. That's it.
ज्ञाति वरदश ज्ञान ज्ञान सरकार चक्षुर्मिलितं तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। पंचप्रभुतं शिखासनं च पतितं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। First of all, I want to pay my humble obeisances to my spiritual master, Nichandra Prushta Omishnipada Srila Narayan Goswami Maharaj. Also to my Siksha Guru Nichandra Prushta Omishnipada Srila Gorgina Goswami Maharaj. To Maharaj also, and Sripad Siddhanti Maharaj. It's okay. It's okay. So today is a very auspicious day. I also have heart advices to all assembled devotees. So today is the last program, and also an auspicious day. That is birthday of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Why he's called Prabhupada? What is Prabhu? He was preaching the mission of his Prabhu. Who was his Prabhu? Radha Krishna conjugal. Mahaprabhu. He was preaching the glories of Mahaprabhu, Radha Krishna conjugal, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that is the meaning of Prabhu. And he was very dear. Rishabhanadaita, why is mentioned in this Pranamantra? Because he was very dear to Srimati, he is very dear to Srimati Radhika. As Srimati Radha is very dear to her. So in this way, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada in his form as Nayan Mani Manjari is very dear to him, to her, to Srimati Radhika. Because Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada is the manifestation of the eyes of Srimati Radhika. Actually, we are very fortunate to come in his line. And this, and he is Kripati is also mentioned. Is an ocean of mercy. Why? He is an ocean of mercy because he brought the love of Golok Vrindavan in this world. Yeah. So he drowned everyone in that. Actually, by his mercy, because he was one of the prominent Acharya of the four Sampradayas who had a desire that the teachings of Mahaprabhu, Radha Conjugal, would go around the world, in each corner of the world. So he is an ocean of mercy also because of that. And he brought actually 5 kinds of knowledge also here. Pratyaksha, Adhoksha, Apradoksha, and Apradoksha, and Adokshaya, and Aprakut. He brought here in this world, actually 5 kinds of knowledge. Actually, like Pradakshaya, that is actually what we are seeing here in this world, by our direct vision, what we believe, because we are seeing, we are believing in that. That is Pradakshaya. And Adokshaya is actually what is in this world, what the teachings, actually what is the teachings that yes. So what we are not perceiving. Actually, we are reading about Vaikuntha, and because we are hearing about actually Vaikuntha or about Radha Krishna, we have not seen that, but because we believe in that. So that he was teaching, and also like Adokshaya, that is. He was teaching the teachings of like Sankaracharya. That what he was mentioning is that we are not the body, we are the soul, and one day we may die also, and so we should we are living in this material world, and it is not our eternal abode to live. And he was teaching also about uppercut lila. Uppercut is that abode where Radha Krishna is residing, and there where like Krishna is playing there as Nandan Yashoda, like a little boy. And he is very naughty and doing so many naughty things, stealing butter, and very sweet dealings with the gopis he has. But there are many categories in that, and also like up to Madhurya Bhavana. And so all these teachings are in it, in Uppercut Lila. And so Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he brought this teaching because all the knowledge which we have about Radha Krishna Conjugal Mahaprabhu, all the teaching which we have now, if it was not because by his mercy, we couldn't have had this knowledge. And he sent his arms also here, like Swami Prabhupada also here. And so many he sent, like Srila Gurudev, he sent also. There's also one of his arms he sent to us. And if he would not be so merciful, we wouldn't have actually a retreat program here. So yeah, he's an ocean of mercy. And so Maharaj also mentioned also that how also actually if you are speaking about Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, then this is also in connection with Param Gurudev Bhakti, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj. So Bhakti Pragyan Keshava Goswami Maharaj was very dear to Prabhupada, and he was doing actually he was protecting actually he gave his life actually for to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, because what Maharaj mentioned, I heard this, I was outside, so I just came to, I heard that Maharaj was mentioning also about the Parikaram, how he protected also the mission also of his Prabhupada, of his Gurudev. So there was also, and also Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he was the one who actually actualized also the Guru Parampara. Because of him, we have this bona fide which we are honoring on all the Guru Parampara, which we are nowadays having on our altar. He was the one who chose, he was the one who proclaimed that this is the bona fide Guru Parampara. So he was the one, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati is, so in his, he is Krishna Pashtaya Bhuta. He is actually very near to Krishna. And at the same time, he is also very dear and near to Srimati Radhika. And like we see in our line, actually, after Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, his guru, his father was gave us the present. His father was Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He was the one who gave us mercy to give us the mercy by giving us his son, offering his son to us, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. And also Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he was the one who actually actualized that Navadvip Dham, because Navadvip Dham was actually, because the Ganga changed each time it flows, and so it was not visible, all the islands of Navadvip Dham. And he was the one who, by maps, and this Navadvip, he was the one who actually inaugurated also Navadvip Dham. And also by his mercy also inaugurated also Navadvip Dham Parikaram. And also his disciple, dear disciple, Bhakti Pragyat Keshava Maharaj, he also continued with that. And after that, Srila Gurudev continued with Navadvip Dham Parikaram. And nowadays our Maharaj, our sannyasis, they are in line with Srila Gurudev. They are the arms actually of Srila Gurudev, and they are coming here. Srila Gurudev's arm is very long, so it's reaching here in our hearts. And actually, we are very close to the fire. I'm always saying, we are close to the fire because Srila Gurudev also is Raman Manjari, and actually, if Srila Gurudev, like if Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to this world, he's coming with his entourage, with all his associates. In this way, when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, when he came also with his associates, and who preached the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Srila Gurudev came also with his associates, and one of his associates is Maharaj. So we are very fortunate actually. Maharaj also, he is also had so much close association with Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaj. And then also Srila Gurudev and so many acharyas, Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Maharaj. So we are seeing the way he's preaching, so many nectar he's giving to us. And so much hard endeavor he's doing for us. Coming from so far without any rest. And here in even Germany is so cold. He came here, and gave us so much. So we are so much. Whatever you have heard, we have also whatever we have heard, we have to practice them. It's not only hearing. And whatever you have heard, you should also speak with others. And in this way, it will enter in your heart. Everything, all the knowledge will enter in your heart. And so in this way we will grow in bhakti by the mercy of Maharaj, our Srila Gurudev, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. So I will end here and thank you all for coming here. Normally my brother was here and Brahmanandi was here. And so I think, I don't know how you express in their absence, but we did our best to facilitate you all, and I hope if we have done something which is maybe by which you are upset or not happy, please forgive us, and whatever we could do, and I hope to see you all very soon, and I think many of you will go tomorrow. I don't know who is going tomorrow and who will stay behind. I don't have that list. And Maharaj will speak further on that. Thanking you all. Haribol.
So, big clapping for her. they manage everything, and she also helped them, but this time everything came on her shoulders. But even though we miss their presence, we request them to please attend next time. They must be hearing me on Facebook. We want them to come next time to arrange the retreat, and may this retreat can grow more and more, length and breadth of the world, and ending up retreat in Kartik Parikrama. That's the best retreat. That's Gurudev's retreat. He used to invite everyone from all over the world to touch the Braj Dham, the dust of Braj, to hear Braj pastimes, Krishna's pastimes of Braj, all that. So, we are inviting all of you to please come Kartik Parikrama. Oh, before that, Navadip Parikrama, sorry. That's also important to recharge our bhakti. And there in Navadip Parikrama, we are going to see the Samadhi place of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada and Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Shri Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, and many other acharyas. You know? The most important place. So, without any other delay, ending up here, this festival with sweet ending of chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Again, many thanks to Kanhaiya Prabhu and Sachi Devi for accommodating us here for this retreat. Tomorrow morning, Mangal Aarti, 5:30. So if you are staying outside, then please come.